Figuring out the location for your new construction build in 2026 can feel overwhelming. There are so many good options, but today I'm going to be covering 5 of my most exciting new developments coming to Sioux Falls in 2026, so you can make your decision with clarity and confidence. When choosing the next neighborhood for your family, there's a lot to consider. When you think about commute time, school district, the overall vibe you're looking for in this neighborhood, we're going to cover each one of those in the 5 different developments we'll talk about. One of those developments is actually breaking news here in Sioux Falls that almost no one knows about, so keep the secret here. And if you're new here, I'm Julie Roth. I'm a local realtor and interior designer with over 7 years of experience helping families all across the Sioux Falls community, and I can't wait to tell you more about the community that I love. Development number 1 is Liberty Ridge by Nielsen Construction. This development is located off of 57th and Highway 11. This is an area that previously was undeveloped, and it's a very desirable location. It's in the Harrisburg School District because new construction in Harrisburg School District is hard to find within Sioux Falls city limits. In this development, you'll find 2 cul-de-sacs that will host bigger move-up buyer type homes where you can customize and make them your own. There are some spec homes there as well. The starting price point in this development is $375,000, so it's very attainable for even first-time home buyers, move-up buyers, or someone who's a little more price conscious. You still have the opportunity to do some custom options, but there are spec homes that will be available for sale very soon. Before we jump into these 5 awesome developments, I want to talk about the biggest mistake that I see buyers make when they're thinking about choosing a new development. The biggest thing is they think that there's time to wait. But here's the thing, the best lots always go quickly. So once you know about a development, you're going to want to jump into the plat map and really decide what type of a lot you're looking for. Do you want lake views? Do you want a cul-de-sac? Do you want the quieter part of the area? All of those things make a difference. So that's where I come in to help guide you every step of the way to make sure you get the perfect spot. Heading across the street is development number 2, which is a completely different vibe. If you've been off of the corner of 57th and Highway 11 anytime recently, you've probably seen a large building going up there. That is Founders Crossing, brought to us by the Good Samaritan Society. This is a highly anticipated 55+ community that will be created of villa-style homes, independent living, memory care, and assisted living. So it's an area that you could age in place. So our 55+ is really lacking in Sioux Falls, so I think this will be a great addition to our southeast corner. And if you've been thinking about all of the activities, they're going to have things like a pickleball course, a community center, and a place to really form community. However, some of these things won't be available until 2027 or 2028. And within this, they're also going to have a Sanford Hospital and a Lewis Drug. So stay tuned for all of the great updates that are happening over in that neighborhood. If a true 55+ community isn't quite your vibe, but you still want to be in a high-end luxury area, development number 3 will be right up your alley. Mapleton Heights by Van Busker Company is an exclusive development surrounded by the Mapleton Golf Course. This is the first private golf course in over 60 years in Sioux Falls, so it's kind of a big deal. And memberships are limited. So if you're interested in an exclusive and executive neighborhood, this one is one you have to look into. Some of these lots start in a villa style, so you can have a smaller lot size, less maintenance, all the way up to a couple of acres that back up to the golf course. So there's definitely a wide range of homes that are going to be in this area, including a luxury gated community. So if you want more information about this space, lots are kind of going fast, so you might want to jump on it quickly. And you'll want to get there in time for golf season, because Lord knows my husband's been talking about this place forever, and if he could, he would definitely be a member. Let me tell you about a client that I recently worked with that had a specific school district that they had to stay within. They knew they wanted new construction, but to find an area that fit their needs for lot size, for school district, and also for their growing family, we had to dig in and research. We looked for lots in several different locations. We interviewed builders, we sat down, we looked at floor plans, and I was able to help them from ground up, from selections, floor planning, and then finally getting them into their beautiful new home. So that is why it's so important to work with an agent who understands the different areas, different communities, and school districts. So going into development number 4, this is actually in the Harrisburg School District. Allura development by Kelly Construction was new this past year. They just broke ground on a few things, so it's just getting started. It's located very near Baker's Crossing Golf Course, so it's on the corner of 271st and Louise. This is a master plan development, so it has lots of different lot sizes, starting in the smaller all the way up to a larger option. You'll probably see price point of homes starting around the $500,000 price point all the way up into the multi-millions. The reason that this development is so important is that it bridges the gap between Sioux Falls and Harrisburg, and it butts up to some of the best schools in the Harrisburg School District. So if you're a move-up family, this is one I would not miss out on. Last but not least is our 5th development, the breaking news, and this one is called Westwater by Cherry Lake. So if you're familiar with Cherry Lake, it's up on the northwest corner of Sioux Falls, which is a much needed development area. This one's going to be by Van Busker Company, and they always do a great job of developing their land. There will be 60 plus lots. All of the details haven't been released yet, but I can imagine the walking trails, the lake frontage, this one will go quickly. So if you want more information on this development or any of the other 4 developments we've talked about, I've got a free list for you to download. Check it out in the comments below. If you want to book that call, I'll drop a link in the description below. And if you got a lot from this video, hit the like and the subscribe button. And next steps would be figuring out what type of home you want to build in one of these developments. So check out my last video on the 3 different ways you can build new construction in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'll see you in the next video.